Dino, an end to the 5-game unbeaten run on Saturday, but certainly plenty of positives to take from that performance.
I think first half we were really good again. We were good on the ball. We stopped them creating basically anything. Strong first half. Second half, I think we dropped a bit deep. The weather got a bit worse, which made it a bit more difficult to get out a little bit. But obviously we've got to be able to deal with that better. We're disappointed that the good runs come to an end, but with the busy schedule we've got right now, we've got another chance to go again Tuesday and pick up some points.
Yeah, I mean, the confidence definitely seems to be a lot higher on the pitch in terms of the confidence on the ball, the progression. Like you mentioned on Saturday, it was probably the freest flowing that this team's been for a long time.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're growing in confidence. Obviously, the gaffer wants us to work on improving on the ball. We've been really strong defensively. We've got a good structure behind us, and now he wants us to progress a bit more, be a bit more expressive on the ball. And I think it showed at times in the last couple of games. We've played some nice football and created some good chances, and we've just got to get back to putting them away and making games a bit more comfortable for ourselves, so we don't have to concede a goal late on and then have to go and chase the game again. We need to punish them when we have our chances when we're on top. So that's what we'll look to do as we go forward.
I suppose the really positive thing about the last few weeks as well is there has been a bit of chopping and changing in the side, but despite that, the results have been pretty consistent.
Yeah, it's been a strong squad, and I think everyone earns their right to play. Training's good most days, so it's been good to see everyone that's been training hard and working well behind the scenes get rewarded with game times, and keeps the ones that's playing on their toes as well. You know that if you've got people knocking on the door behind you, you've got to take care of your own performance. It's not just going to be given to you. So I'm glad that the squad's getting used and everyone's fighting for minutes, and I think it'll be that way towards the end of the season because we've got a big group, and it's important we end the season strong.
In terms of yourself being back in the team now for the last few weeks, it must have been quite a frustrating first couple of games in terms of when you were coming on, you were making impacts, but they're not quite starting the next game.
Yeah, I understood that the team was doing well and winning games, so it's tough for the manager to make changes, but I've just got to make an impact when I'm called upon, and I knew eventually that if I keep playing well, keep making an impact, I'll be able to force myself back into the team and just be patient with it, and I'm glad I've been able to come in lately and get back to what I feel has been my best. So looking to just end the season strong and just make sure that we keep winning games, we keep picking up points and have a positive end to the season.
Of course, you want to start as many games as you can, but it must be quite a big compliment that in every one of those, I think there's 3 games on the bounce, you're the first one to get used coming out off the bench really early, so in terms of when the gaffer needs to change the game a little bit, he turns to you straight away.
Yeah, of course, it's obviously it's an honour that the gaffer feels that way about me, that he needs me to come on and try and make an impact and either help chase the game or help calm the game down a little bit, which I think suits me a bit. Obviously, it's frustrating. You want to start every game, but you understand as well that when the team's doing well, you've just got to be patient. And the team were on a good run, and we still are on a good run if you take it as a whole. Obviously, we don't want to get too down about Saturday because it's a quick change before we go into the game tomorrow.
And of course, the game tomorrow, back at home, a chance to give those fans that 3 points, which you of course wanted to give them on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it was a run away from home that we're doing quite well, and then obviously disappointed to lose Saturday. So I think we need to repay it to the fans that were there on Saturday and didn't see the result we wanted. So we'll work hard and we'll make sure that we give everything we can to try to get the 3 points, because we all really do want to end the season strongly. We want to win as much games as possible and keep it positive towards the end of the season.
Does it feel like right now it's just trying to almost get yourselves back to where you think you should be in terms of climbing that table to where you hoped you would have been at the start of the season?
Yeah, I think, where we hoped we would have been is a bit probably unachievable at the moment. We had high expectations this season, and I feel like we had the squad, and if we stayed consistent throughout the season and maybe picked up less injuries, we could have challenged, but unfortunately it's not been that way. But we owe it to ourselves and the fans to try climb as much of the table, so obviously it doesn't look as bad towards the end of it. If we can get up higher towards the end of the season, it maybe makes up for a bit of the disappointment at the start of the season when we went on a bad run. So we are still working hard. None of us are on the beach or anything. We all want to work hard and take us up the table and have a positive end to the season and make sure we give the fans a lot to be happy about.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a handful of points separating us from the top half of the table now. Does that feel like a real goal for you guys?
Yeah, I think it has to be. I think it's a motivation for us towards the end of the season. There's a lot to play for. There's a lot of change that goes on at this level, so lots of people will be fighting for contracts, fighting for the future. So it's important that we take every game as important as the last one, and just make sure we're winning and playing well, and making sure that you're working hard and the person next to you is working hard. And I think if we do that as a collective, we will continue this good run that we're on and keep picking up points and make it a good end.
And of course, tomorrow, Salford, one of the many teams who are chasing the playoff place. Seems like a game which you guys, again, will relish the opportunity to play against a team like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a bit of the opposite to what we faced last season. Obviously, we were chasing the playoffs, and it felt like every team we were up against, had a bit of a point to prove against us, and were kind of chasing us and wanted to beat us. So I think it's the same for us this year. It's a team that we feel that we could be, up there with if things went a little bit differently. So yeah, we want to win the game, and we're not worried about what they want to do towards the end of the season. So we just want to win the game and take care of ourselves.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.